MX here again, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm here in the sewers where Voss is waiting for me. I now have the Orphic Hammer I stole it from the House of Hope. I did not make a deal with the devil. I went to the House of Hope, stole it from him, and then killed him when he tried to stop me from leaving. So, just to, got the Hell Dusk armor from killing Raphael. And notice how the first thing it says you're considered proficient with this armor while wearing it. I can actually wear it with my sorcerer because that gives him proficiency to wear it, so he can still cast spells wearing it. Pretty cool. But that's Lae'zel, that's not my sorcerer. I just wanted to point that out. Hell Dusk helmet as well was found there. And the Hell Dusk gloves were also found there. All of these are upgrades to the flawed Hell Dusk armor, helmet, and gloves you get from Dammon in Act 2. Alright, so the whole point here is not the armor that I stole from Raphael, but Kithrak Voss.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer?
And it's funny, I didn't even show you the hammer.
Chains finally be broken.
The hammer's actually a legendary hammer.
Not a new companion, but an old one, and a loyal one. A proper introduction is in order, but I will let him do the honors.
I guess that means I'll talk to him after I'm done here.
The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the Astral Prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liber. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slant, but he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will
I did not
us.
see that coming.
I will
Awesome! Silver Sword of the Astral
Together,
Plane.
we will fell the Elder Brain and
Nice.
the grand
Here,
design.
let's compare it to what Lae'zel currently has.
Indolence breeds madness.
She's got the Soul Breaker. So the psychic damage is up from 1d4 to 1d6. Awesome. So an upgrade to the psychic damage. And also a Githyanki holding this weapon has advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. Resistance to psychic damage and cannot be charmed. Awesome. Dude, that is a major upgrade. Oh, and it still has the Soul Breaker ability, which will stun an opponent. That's awesome. There's the Orphic Hammer right there. Legendary hammer. advantage on saving throws against spells. It's really the only thing other than, you know, being able to break the shackles of Orpheus. I basically just carried around to smash walls and things. Anyway, awesome upgrade. And I swapped it out. Of course, I'm still carrying it. I put this on Lae'zel. You have advantage against being charmed because at level 11, a fighter gets 3 attacks, and now she's level 12, so she gets 3 attacks. And the last thing I want to happen is her get charmed after the first attack when I'm fighting mind flayers. So that's why I was using this ring. But now that I have this sword, which makes her immune to charm, that is awesome. And that Soul Breaker ability, again, can stun, possibly stun an opponent. So that's why I was still using that sword, because it had that Soul Breaker ability, even though it was only a +1 great sword, and it did that 1 to 4 psychic damage. So that is an awesome upgrade. I'm going to keep saying that because that's an awesome upgrade. Love it. But yeah, I did not see that coming when I came back to Voss here, so I'm glad I did that.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with a sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
Well, let's see if we can do a history check here. Oh, that's a pretty tough check considering I've got a low intelligence. Oh, look at that! I made it!
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Yeah, that's something I remember from D&D Legend, like back in the day when I played pen and paper. You definitely, the Githyanki will hunt you if you take one of their silver swords.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver. Unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The Illithid grand design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind, a formidable weapon against Geich. Very well. An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, and yet I'm drawn to the warmth. Keep it close, and don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling.
Oh, we killed her now. We're in the city. Which I've already been to the Society of Brilliance, and I made the mistake of choosing the wrong dialogue option. And now he won't stop asking me to sell him the egg, and so I kind of can't even ask him anything else. I was going to go ahead and kill them all, but I was like, eh. So right now the Society of Brilliance lives. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and enjoy that silver sword.